Hi, my name is Mikail Maden. I play for Schalke as a midfield. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Norway, but I'm half Turkish as well. I started my journey in Loddefjord, is a club close to my house in Norway. I started to play there when I was 4 or 5 years old. And I was there until I was in fourth grade. After this, I wanted to go to some bigger place, so I went to something called Fyllingsdalen. It's a little bit bigger club in my city. And there we were very good at the time. We were some of the best clubs in Norway. We went on tournaments, we won almost everything. And then after 3 years there, I went to the big club in Bergen, where I'm from, which is called SK Brann. I played there for 6 years, from U14 to U19. I had a contract in Brann, but they wanted to sign me once more when it was going out, but I had bigger intentions. Doesn't mean that it's not a great club, but I knew that there was something else for me also. Since I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, I always dreamt of going bigger places. I always watched Ronaldo and Messi and Ronaldinho at YouTube, trying to copy their skills. And I always knew that if I just give everything, if I train hard, I will get somewhere. And I know Norway, it was a big club in Norway, but it's nothing compared to Germany in the Bundesliga. My manager had a key role in this. He's always wanting the best for me. And the 6 months before I came here, I made a very good job in my club at the national team. So he said that there was more, and he wanted to get me on trial because my contract was already ended. So there was no problem. So I went here on a trial, and I played good for 8 days. We played 2 games. That's what the coach said. I played good. He liked me, and all the players I got in touch with also liked me. So they signed me the 1 week or 10 days after. I always like to be with my friends and family, so getting down here for 8 days and coming back and then get the message that you're going back and you're going to stay there, that was a very nice message to get. Like, it was my dream, but also I didn't think of now I have to leave my parents and family. It became reality when I first came here, and it was very hard, but this is what you have to do to become a professional football player. When a club like Schalke gives you the opportunity, I just knew that I had to take it. When I came here, I was like, wow, the training ground, the pitches, the stadium, everything is so crazy big, and everything from how the training was organized and everything, it was so professional. And Gelsenkirchen is first time when I came here, it was different from home. Of course, there's a lot more woods here around, which was different. And I always also lived by the sea, so there's no sea around here, so that was also different for me. But it's quite a nice place, a good place to develop. There's no distractions around here, so it's a nice place to grow as a football player. Yeah, when I first came here, everybody was so nice to me. I had the first one that I started to talk to was Tiak and Matthew Hoppy, the one who is with the professionals now. And everybody was so nice to me, and they wanted me to feel welcome, because some of them also were, like Matthew was from America, and he also knew how it was to come here. So that really helped me. So it was very nice to come here, and they took me home with open arms, you know. They were very nice. Also the trainers. When I first came here, the first 2 weeks I was very tired because the training difference of how much we train and how hard we train was so different. So the first 2 weeks when I came here, I was so tired. After training, I went straight to bed, sleep, eat, and try to be as ready as possible for the next training. So the difference from here and from where I came from was huge. Like in Norway, I could play a game and then go on the field and play and train maybe for an hour or 2 the next day. But here, after a game, I need to relax, I need to eat right. So the difference is huge. They train so much more and so much more right. So you really need to take the breaks they give you to rest and to be ready for the next training. We are like in the locker room, we talk like a little bit shit together, you know, and there is like Schwammkopf, which is funny. Maybe that's my favorite word also, I don't know. It's just because it's funny, we'll always laugh about it. I'm so happy to have been coached by Norbert Elgat. He's been the best trainer I've had in my whole life. I have the way he wants you to become a better football player, the way he talks to you, the way he shows you, his passion for you to become the best football player possible. It's just crazy. The right things he does for us, and the way he talks to us. If we have a personal problem, or if we need something about like a position, how he wants me to shoot, or how he wants me to make orientation before I get the ball. Everything, I just know that when he says it, it just sounds right, and it's just, I don't know, it's amazing to work with him. I had so butterflies in my stomach. It was, I can't describe. I never had this feeling in my whole life. Like when we went in, we went out of the bus, and we went into the stadium, and I just looked at Volkswagen Arena. It was. Like I said, I never had this feeling in my whole life. And then the game, we warmed up. I didn't start. I was not in the starting 11, but I was on the bench. And we warmed up in the second half, and I was jogging on the line. And the coach said to me, there was an assistant coach who was jogging who helped us while we jogged and warmed up. And he said he did like this, and I was like, me going in? And he said, yeah, you're going in. And my heart rate just dropped. I was like, I felt almost dead. I was like, wow, I'm going into the Bundesliga. And then I went onto the bench. I changed my shirt, and I went to the trainer and to Moses. And he said, like, just calm down, play the best of you, do what you're best at, and this will be okay. So I calmed down, and I went in. I played as good as I could possible for the next 8 or 10 minutes. And when it was over, I was like, it should be. I wanted it to be longer also. Like it was an amazing feeling. It was crazy. My goal for my next season is to develop, to become a better player. Try to reach the first team again, and I have also. You cannot be complete as a football player. You can always, even Messi can be better at some things, you know. So I have my own personal developments I need to work with, and also maybe the coaches also will come in the season and say, yeah, you're very good at this, but this needs to become better. Maybe strength, maybe speed, I don't know. So I will take it over the season and try to be a best possible football player as possible. I would just say, love what you do. If you're at practice, never give up. Train as hard as possible. Train more if you're really young, like in the 6, 7, 8 years old. Just train as hard as possible. You know, like if you train 1 to 2 hours more every week than other, you will get this in the end. Maybe when you're 15, maybe when you're 19, because you have more training than them. Then you become a better football player than them also. So just keep hard, keep your head high. Love what you do, never lose faith in football. It will give you the right moments if you really train hard for it and work hard for it.